Welcome to this deep dive. Today, we're looking into a really interesting spirit, Cargo Cult Rum.
Yeah, it's got quite a story behind it.
Absolutely. We've got this great piece from a rum blog. It covers the history, how it's made, tasting notes, the whole deal, even some cocktail ideas.
Sounds comprehensive.
So our mission today is really to get under the skin of this brand, understand where that name comes from, what the different rums are like, and, what makes it stand out.
Definitely. And it really does stand out. It's not just another rum. It connects back to this specific cultural moment in the South Pacific.
Right, the cargo cults. That's the name, isn't it? Sounds, well, intriguing. What exactly were they? Might be new for some listeners.
Sure. So think World War II, Papua New Guinea, Fiji, other islands in Melanesia. Suddenly there's this huge influx of foreign soldiers, mostly allied American forces.
And they brought tons of stuff with them.
Exactly. Just unimaginable amounts of material goods cargo. Food, supplies, vehicles, radios, planes landing. Things the local islanders had never seen before, arriving in ways they couldn't explain.
Wow. Must have seemed like magic almost.
Pretty much. The islanders started to see this cargo as, well, gifts, maybe from their ancestors or from gods, delivered by these newcomers and their strange rituals, marching, saluting, talking into boxes.
Okay, so they're trying to make sense of it all through their own cultural lens.
Precisely. And this led to some really fascinating responses. To encourage more cargo to arrive, they began mimicking the soldiers' activities.
Mimicking? How so?
Well, they'd build makeshift airstrips out of bamboo or coconut logs. They carved replica planes, wooden rifles, performed drills they'd seen, all in the hope that these actions would, attract the real planes and the real cargo.
That's incredible, a real adaptation, trying to tap into this source of wealth.
It's a powerful example of cultural interaction and interpretation, definitely.
And Cargo Cult Rum draws directly on that.
It does. The brand uses it as its core theme, not in a superficial way, it seems, but more as a nod, a tribute to that unique history and the spirit of the region.
It gives it a layer of meaning beyond just the liquid.
Right. It acknowledges that specific historical context.
Now, the article mentions the founder, Johnny Croft. He has a personal connection, doesn't he?
Yes, quite a strong one, actually. His father was a doctor working at an Australian base in Papua New Guinea back in the 60s.
Ah, okay. So he grew up hearing about P&G.
Seems so. He had that connection, those stories. And that apparently fueled his desire to create a rum that really respected the place, the ingredients, the traditions. It wasn't just spotting a gap in the market.
That personal angle definitely adds something. Okay, let's talk about the rum itself, the production. What goes into it? You mentioned respecting the ingredients.
Yeah, they seem to put a lot of emphasis on the terroir. Yeah. The sense of place. It starts with hand-cut sugarcane.
Hand-cut?
Yep. Grown in volcanic soils in both Papua New Guinea and Fiji.
Volcanic soil, that usually means nutrient-rich, right? Potentially more flavor in the cane itself.
Exactly. That's the idea, that the land itself contributes character. Then, after harvesting, it's fermented and distilled using traditional pot stills.
Pot stills. Okay, so not the big industrial column stills. That usually means a heavier, more flavorful spirit.
Generally, yes. Pot stills tend to retain more conagers, more of the base material's character. Leads to greater complexity often.
And then aging, tropical aging, it said, in ex-bourbon barrels.
Right. Aging it in the South Pacific climate means it matures faster than, say, in Scotland or Kentucky. The heat and humidity really accelerate the interaction between the spirit and the wood.
So those ex-bourbon barrels give it vanilla, caramel notes, but faster.
Kind of, yeah. Those typical bourbon cask notes, vanilla, toffee, spice, get imparted more intensely, more quickly.
Okay, so volcanic soil cane, pot stills, tropical aging. What happens next? It gets shipped somewhere else.
Yeah, the aged rum goes to Australia for blending, and that's where they add the spices for the spice versions. Then it's small batch bottling.
Small batch, right? Suggests more hands-on control.
Usually does.
Yeah.
And the article also mentions it's a blend rums from Fiji, PNG, and possibly some Australian rum too, maybe Bentley. But the Fiji character often seems quite prominent.
Interesting mix. Okay, let's get to the tasting. 3 main ones in the article. First up, Cargo Cult Banana Spiced Rum. What's the lowdown?
Okay, banana spiced. This one's bottled at 38% ABV, so fairly standard strength. It's described as mixing North Australia bananas with the South Pacific rum.
Bananas. So aroma-wise?
Think sweet, ripe banana, definitely. Yeah. But also cinnamon vanilla. The notes say it's like banana flambe.
Oh, wow. Sounds delicious. Like dessert in a glass. How does it taste?
The palate is apparently creamy, silky, You get caramel, baked fruits, that gentle spice again, and then it finishes quite dry, not cloying.
Dry finish is good, keeps it from being too sweet. Serving suggestions.
Ideal in a banana daiquiri, obviously, or just over ice to really let those tropical smells come through.
Makes sense. Okay, next. Cargo Cult Navy Strength. This one sounds serious. 54.5% ABV.
Yeah, that's a proper Navy strength proof. This one blends 3-year-old rums from both Fiji and PNG, so a step up in intensity.
And the aroma reflects that.
Definitely. Much more complex here. Notes of dark chocolate, tobacco, coffee, or mocha notes, even flamed orange peel. Deeper, darker smells.
That sounds intense. And the taste.
Matches the nose. Intense. Overripe tropical fruits like mango maybe, burnt sugar, spices, but also a sort of light bitterness to balance it. Lots of depth.
So how would you drink this one? Maybe not in a light fruity cocktail.
Probably not, no. The suggestions are neat, maybe with a drop of water or in strong cocktails.
Okay.
Things like a Navy Daiquiri, which is basically a classic daiquiri but punchier, or a rum old-fashioned. Let the rum be the star.
Got it. Bold flavors for bold drinks. And the last one is the Cargo Cult Dry Spiced Rum, 38.5% ABV. The article makes a point of saying it's dry, unlike many spiced rums.
Yeah, that seems key. They're positioning it differently. The aroma isn't about sugary sweetness. It's more like vanilla cream, ginger, cloves, bit of earthy spice.
Okay, so less sweet, more spice forward on the nose. And the taste.
Follows through. Light to medium body. Cinnamon, ginger are prominent. Maybe some citrus, and just a hint of that vanilla, like vanilla ice cream, it says. And the finish is dry and warm with spice.
Sounds much more versatile for mixing than a really sweet one.
Exactly. That's why they suggested for a dark and stormy,
Yeah.
where it won't fight the ginger beer sweetness, or a Cuba Libre.
Yeah.
Its dryness would work well there.
Okay, 3 quite different profiles then. Banana flambe, intense dark notes, and dry spice. So pulling it all together, what really makes Cargo Cult stand out? What's the unique thing here?
I think it's a few things stacking up. First, definitely the story. It's grounded in something real, that cargo cult history and the founder's connection. It feels authentic.
Not just a made-up marketing story.
Right. Second, the commitment to the raw materials in the process.
Yeah.
The focus on PNG and Fiji sugarcane, the pot stills, the tropical aging. It speaks to focusing on quality and regional character.
And the lack of artificial stuff.
Crucial point. No artificial additives, not overly sweetened, especially in the dry spiced. They seem to want the natural flavors of the rum and the spices to, speak for themselves.
So it's about authenticity, craft, and letting the ingredients shine.
I think so. It presents itself as offering you a taste of the South Pacific, a bit of a journey in the glass, that sense of place idea again.
Makes sense. And the article had cocktail recipes, too, you mentioned. Good ways to try them out.
Yeah, practical suggestions. Like using the banana spiced in that banana daiquiri, maybe even muddle some fresh banana in there.
Ooh, good idea.
For the Navy strength, that robust Navy daiquiri seems like a perfect fit. Simple, strong, lets the rum dominate.
Right.
And for the dry spiced, the dark Stormy makes total sense. The dry spice against a fiery ginger beer and lime. Classic pairing.
It's good to have those starting points. Shows how each rum can work differently.
Definitely. Whether you like something sweeter and fruitier or something more spirit-forward and intense or a good dry mixer, there seems to be an option.
So wrapping up this deep dive, what are the main takeaways on Cargo Cult Rum?
Well, it's clearly more than just the liquid, isn't it? It's a brand built on a really unique story, that cargo cult phenomenon. There's a focus on craft, on using specific regional ingredients, Fiji, PNG, and traditional methods. And the result is this diverse range from, approachable spice to serious Navy strength. It offers a genuine flavor profile linked to its origins.
It really does sound like the story and the spirit are completely intertwined. Okay, a final thought perhaps for you, our listener.
Maybe just to think about how much the story behind a spirit can add to your experience. Where it comes from, who made it, why they made it. Exploring Cargo Cult might just encourage you to look for drinks that offer not just a taste, but a narrative, a connection to somewhere interesting.